Hello everyone and welcome back to a new bank video. This is my third one and it's been over a year, so I think it's a good time to do one of these again. And I will also be doing a chunk map analysis at the end. Alright, so last time we had 208 mil XP, so the XP went up by a lot. The total levels also flew up like crazy. We had 1584 total. We unlocked a lot of new skills this year and had to do a lot of grind, so total levels went up by a crazy amount. And the playtime went from 255 days to 390 days. So that's like, what, another 3,000 hours added. So a lot of progress. We went from 61 to 154 collection log slots. We more than doubled that amount. Probably because of the clue scrolls and the Shazin armors. And we got, let's see, 12 combat tasks. And I think the reason for that is the giant boss. Yeah, the Royal Titan boss got added and completed 11 tasks. And I did the Scotizo task. And I think that's all the tasks I have. So yeah. Let's see. Collection log. I mean, for the most part, I think it's the same in terms of bosses. I mean, we green locked Royal Titans, of course. This is still the same. And then we did all of these, which is 25 collection log slots. Let me see if I got any other ones here. I don't think so. We did get a pet though. Let's see. We got the beaver pet and the rock golem. So that's 2 new pets. And we have 6 pets in total now. Let me open a bank. Pets are in the first tab. Look at that pet collection. We went from 3 to 6 pets. Bank value at 500 mil exactly. That is beautiful. And yeah, let's get into the bank. So the first tab, we have 40 million GP. This hasn't changed from the last bank video. Still the exact same. That's because I haven't used money in the last year, I guess. Maybe I bought like a couple runes, but that's about it. And this is still my favorite tab in the bank. This has changed a little bit. We got a crazy amount of tools from the Titan boss. Got all the other tools in the bank here. Still got this massive sapphire collection and other gem collection. Did get some extra uncuts from the mining grind, I believe. But yeah, I can't wait to use all of these gems and unlock a furnace. That's basically what I'm waiting for. I need a furnace, I need amulet molds, and then I can use everything together with the gold bars. So I'm really excited for that. Let's see, locks. We did get like 7,000 extra magic locks, I believe, because we completed forestry completely. We are completely done with woodcutting. We did all of forestry pretty much. We got the beaver pet. We got 99. So yeah, that's... I guess I'm going to be using these for fire making in the future. And then we have all of these ores. The mithril and adamant stacks didn't change too much. And I guess we didn't really make that many bars. We finished 98 smithing recently. So I kind of cleaned up all the smithing XP I had in the bank. And let's see. Prayer. We still have all these ensouled hats. I do have the altar unlocked now. Last bank video I didn't have the altar unlocked. So if I want, I could use a lot of these and get really high prayer levels. And yeah, we have 88 prayer now. So we could... I think with all these ensouled hats, we will easily get 99. So that's something we can do in the future. Let me actually see what other stats have changed. I mean, got a couple range levels. We did... I don't remember if I did agility, but we might have gotten like 7 agility levels since the last bank video. I remember last time we finished Puro, so everything past Puro is new. So we got a bunch of rune crafting levels, some magic levels, 99 mining obviously. We are at 26 mil mining XP right now. 98 smithing, huge grinds completed this year. What else did we do? Completed forestry, 99 farming. That's a pretty big one. Yeah, we did get a lot of stats basically. Still missing some stats. We haven't unlocked Herblore yet. We currently have to get 90 rune crafting in the library, so that's what I'm working on. So this will be very high in probably 1 or 2 months from now. And we have yet to unlock construction. I'm still waiting for construction. I will show you guys my chunk map at the end. And you guys will see there's a lot of different options for construction. So that's probably happening relatively soon. And besides from that, I think most of these skills are pretty decent at this point, I want to say. So, yeah, making some really good progress on the stats. The smithing skill was basically my only, like, real dev chunk, I think. Besides, like, smithing, there aren't really any, like, dev skills left, I think. So, that's really good news. Yeah, we got a lot of these planks basically waiting to be used on construction if possible. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I have these for a long time now. I guess I'll wait for a potential future fletching grind. And this I will turn into money someday. Got a lot of battle staves. I did get the orbs this year. Let me see. We got these fire and water orbs from the boss, so we can use those on the staves. Get even more crafting XP. So yeah, this tab still very nice. Still a lot of supplies banked, but not too much changed. Alright, the next tab. This is kind of a new tab I made. This is like my flex tab. I got some of my most unique items in here. We've started collecting bird eggs like crazy. We have, I think, over 600 at this point. Yeah, over 600 bird eggs. I've passively been collecting these for the evil chicken outfit prep. Now we have all the various keys. Still got all these giant keys waiting. I am 2 chunks away from Ober at this point. So, you know, maybe this year I will be able to use these, which is going to be very exciting. And then we still have all these long and curved bones. We have yet to get construction, but the chance that I can use these on construction is very low. But it does give me like 7 million construction XP. And I believe that is an ironman record, XP record. So that will be very exciting. Got all this stardust from the shooting star grind. I think I'm 1 chunk away from using this. And I can trade all this in for crafting XP. And then we got some of the other collection log items from the first chunk. Got the fishes. A lot of ancient shards. And yeah, that's pretty much this tab. Alright, so this is the food/potion tab. And this has changed a little bit. I did combine the food and potions together, since I needed some space for other stuff in the bank. And I don't use this that much. But yeah, potion layout is the same, and then we added the foods at the top. Basically added the food that I use the most. Unfortunately, I don't have my 5000 shark stack anymore. I had to use it for agility, I believe. And Royal Titans kind of made a dip in my food stacks. So I'm gonna have to get that back at some point. But we always have the trusty chocolate cakes. Then we have some other random foods at the bottom. So yeah, this is, you know, very useful tab. I've been upgrading my bank quite a bit, and that reminds me of my PC. I've built a PC before, and let's just be honest, I wasn't very good at it and I run into some issues. But luckily with my new partnership, Apex Gaming PCs, building your own PC is a thing of the past, and the stress of upgrading disappears. Apex is currently promoting their pre-built Bronze, Streamer and Streamer Plus PC builds. The Bronze version is the cheapest of the 3 and I recommend it for budget gamers. It comes with an AMD Ryzen 5 4500 CPU. This easily allows for multitasking your accounts and other stuff. It has 16GB of DDR4 3600 RAM, 1TB Generation 4 SSD and a Radeon RX 6500 GPU. It looks amazing, and Apex lets you finance your PC with monthly payments. Don't forget to use code Verf for 5% discount when you purchase an Apex Gaming PC. And then this is my melee/range tab, and this also changed quite a lot. I've made a separate tab for mage and a separate tab for melee and range now, because I got so many new items this year. And actually a lot of items I use, so I didn't really have space in the other tab. So this is my best slot melee. I can just, you know, quickly grab it like this. Really nice to grab my best slot outfits. You know, I can do like this. Yeah, this gear's still the same, but we did get the combat bracelet, ring of wealth. Let's see, we got the farming cape, best slot, and we have boots for melee. And we have a blessing, so a lot of, you know, extra tiny items that improve the setup a little bit. And same goes for range. We got D'hide boots, red D'hide shield, Shazin helm 5, which is a best slot. A lot of people don't know this, but this gives 4 range attack, which is slightly better than a coif. So that is my best slot. We got, you know, black D'hide, got all the Shazin armor. This will be useful for the Dragon Warhammer grind in the future. And then we got all the ammo that I use. I don't use this that much, but I did use a lot of the arrows this year for the Titans boss. I think I use like 15,000 mithril arrows, so... And then, yeah, we have some bolts because we have the crossbow now from Lucky Impling, so we can use some of these bolts here and there. Waiting for another PVM grind, but it's nice to have this all organized in a tab. And then the next tab is the magic tab. So we did get a lot of mage gear as well. We got the twin flame staff, and we got new best slot magic pieces. We got the Hood of Darkness recently. Not a blessing, so we have a blessing in the melee tab and the mage tab. And the other magic gears, I think relatively the same. We added some of the extra teleports. I'm able to make some of these tablets now. We got the Giant's Amulet. Got a couple teleports from Implings, and then the runes are still the same. And we got some of the other like staffs organized here, so yeah, it's nice to have a, you know, separated tabs for combat now. Definitely will be useful in the future. And then the next step is farming. We do still farm a lot. I try to do farm runs every week. I've been farming sweet corns and, you know, some herbs. We did get a lot of new herb seeds from the giant bosses, so we can produce a lot of herbs for the potential future 99 herblore grind. And this is my herblore tab. As you can see, these stacks went up quite a bit from all the bossing we did, from all the farm runs. And this tab is 116 mil actually. Wow, that's a lot. What about the seed one? 13 mil, yeah. I think this tab speaks for itself. I can't really use anything yet, but we are continuously stacking the herbs. And then we have the outfit tab, I guess. This hasn't changed too much. We do have 111 frog tokens now, which is interesting because you are able to use these in Varrock. So if I hit Varrock, I'm going to have 111 lamps. So I'm going to continue collecting these. It's been pretty fun. And other than that, I think we got this forestry outfit new. And we got the farmer's outfit, so really nice. And then the next tab is the kind of all over the place tab. We put everything that doesn't belong in any of the other tabs in this location in case I ever need it. Ever since I've been playing a lot with a bank, I've been hoarding like crazy. So you can kind of see the chunk progression in these tabs, which is really cool. Like every time I roll new chunks, I get a bunch of new items, and you can kind of see the progression of that in this bank. But yeah, a lot of new best slots, foods, like all kinds of random stuff. I just keep it in this tab in case I ever need it. And we also have a lot of the high alks in this tab, but I made a separate one for that, which I will be showing in a bit. You can kind of see progressively my gears getting better, which is really cool, I guess. You know, here we finished the Impling grind, we have the jars, and then we open a bunch of Luckiums by the look of it. Some Hosidius items over here. We got Draenor, bought all the items in the store, in the shop. Then we hit the big smithing wall we recently completed. All the different Shazin items, all the smithing unlocks. Giant boss progress. You can see I still have a lot of these staff pieces, I guess. Got some clue scrolls. Opened some beginner clues. Opened more lucky implings. You can see all the uniques I recently got. And then, what's this? Some other random stuff. I'm not going to individually talk about every item in this tab, but it's basically stuff I rarely use, but I don't want to get rid of. But yeah, we did recently make this tab, and as you can see, this is worth 79 mil. These are all high alks. I can turn this into bolts. Can turn these into more battle staves to high alk. We have a crazy amount of rune items, like all of these like play legs from the giant boss. Made a bunch of these for crafting. All these tools, all the impling items. More staffs. Rune swords we recently made for smithing. So yeah, if we high alk this, I think we can get at least 50 mil. So yeah, that puts me at a pretty comfortable GP amount for any grind that will require GP in the future. So that's awesome. And then we have another tab right here that I use for farm runs. And I should actually add this to that. Let me add the farmer's outfit. There we go. Yeah, this is just a tab I have when I quickly want to do farm runs. And yeah, that's pretty much a bank. I mean, changed a few tabs around to make it a bit more organized. And I still love to look at this bank, man. I really love having a bank. Love hoarding items on this account. And yeah, that is the bank update and the stats, I guess. Let me also quickly go over the banked XP plugin. I will go over every skill and show you guys what the banked XP plugin is saying. So for cooking, I only have 1 level banked. I think that's because of the sweet corns. We have construction. If I give myself a temporary boost of 30, I have 96 construction banked. That is absolutely insane. And that's because of these bones. As you can see, 6 million XP in long bones and 700k in curve bones. So one day I will be getting that Ironman XP record. Then we have crafting. I guess I'll just give myself a temporary boost just in case. So we have 91 banked. Okay. I think that's because of all the gems. Making that with all the gold bars. Not bad. That's basically the level I need for Fury. So really nice. Farming. Apparently I have level 102 banked. I don't know what seeds it's using, but I guess it's using all my 3 seeds, yeah. So that's a lot of XP to try and get the pet in the future. So that's really cool. Fire making, ooh, 87, okay. I think that's because of the magic locks. 2.8 million XP, wow, okay, that's awesome. That's close to the level I need for redwood, so very nice. Fletching, 98. I guess in case I want to use this. I don't think I'm going to use it for fletching, but okay. Herblore is a big one. Let's give myself a temporary boost of 80. We have 87 banked, okay. A lot of people think I have way more XP banked, but that's not really the case. Let me change all of these to the best potion as well. Let's do restore potion, I think. Let's do energy potion for this. Prayer potion, Cerebrew. Okay, let me actually change this, because I think last time I didn't do this correctly. Let's make the most realistic potion out of everything. Ooh, I might have potato cactus for farming, but let's assume I don't. Range pots and semi-brew. Okay, so yeah, 87. Alright, that's not bad. So that's not even close to halfway with all the herbs I have. That's why I'm still farming a lot. But yeah, not a bad start, but definitely not close to 99 yet. Then we have Hunter. Okay, that's birdhouses. That's not really relevant. Prayer. Yeah, 102. That's insane. That's definitely because of the unsold hats. 13.7 million just unsold giant hats. That's insane. So prayer won't be really an issue. Smithing, I have 99 banked. I guess that's because of these. Yeah. I won't be using these bars though, because I don't have the coal for it. And we have thieving. Okay, no items for thieving. Alright, that's the banked XP update. Alright, so this is what the current chunk map looks like. We did get a lot more chunks. We have 39 in total now. The mainland opened up a little bit more, which is awesome. And the Zeah part of the map is also looking really good. There's only so many more chunks we can go up north, and only so many more we can unlock on the east side. So after that, it's only the west direction we can unlock on Zeah. And yeah, let's go over some of the potential grinds I can get. As you can see, there's a lot of construction icons on my map. And there's also one here in Falador. So it's very likely we're going to get construction this year. This would be winter thought, repairing braziers. This is the fishing crane method. This chunk has a saw spawn, which means I have to kill gangsters. And this has a wood cutting, I can make planks. So a lot of different ways. And then Falador has back plans, which would be awful. So hopefully we don't get that. And then let's see, we have Dragon Warhammer grind. Any furnace will give me a short crafting grind. I have to make a light orb. So that's not too bad. And then we have rune crafting currently. 90 rune crafting. There is like 3 other rune crafting grinds on my map, but those are all not relevant anymore. So a lot of grinds got taken off the map. Let's see, is anything else here? This is the only like real death chunk right now, because if I get this chunk, I have to get the evil chicken outfit. That's why we are collecting so many bird eggs. The longer it takes before I get this chunk, the better, because I will most likely have more bird eggs banked. And then, yeah, construction. I guess construction could be a dev chunk, but I don't think it's that bad. So yeah, that's a Zeah situation. And then this part of the map. So this is now 1 chunk away. It's fairly new. This would mean mother lode mine completion, and I am 1 chunk closer to back plans, which would be kind of bad. But yeah, this is a little bit of a mining grind. We are pretty close to 9 cooking now. Relatively close to 9 prayer. Still pretty far away from herblore. Oh wow, actually. Wait, we're only 4 chunks away from that now. Wow, I didn't even realize. No, 5. Okay. So yeah, we did get a lot closer to 9 on herblore. That's interesting. Not a furnace here. 3 chunks away from Inferno, luckily. I would love Inferno, but I guess the Inferno pet would be a meme grind until I get the Rage outfit, I think. But I will get the cape, so... And then this chunk, this would be 99 smithing. I'm really happy I didn't get this instantly after my big smithing grind. And we have pest control. We are 1 chunk away, we can roll that, so... That's basically what my map looks like. We have Lumbridge too. Again, we have a furnace. So, you guys might see this as well, but we are slowly getting to a point where most skills aren't really a problem anymore. I think once I complete construction and I have a furnace, I don't think it's gonna be that bad in terms of skilling anymore. Like, prayer isn't really that bad for me. And then, I guess we are waiting for herblore and slayer, but I can't do slayer yet, but... Yeah, that would be a really long grind. But besides from that, in terms of skills, we're getting to a stage where skilling might not be that big of an issue anymore, which is pretty exciting, to be honest. We're gonna be doing more things like, you know, Dragon Warhammer and collection lock slots. Things like this chunk where I have to get all the lock slots. So yeah, pretty freaking exciting. We have made a lot of progress since the last video when it comes to my chunk map. Hopefully you guys like this chunk and bank update video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back in June with some more videos. And have a great day, everyone.